We're looking at basic solo ideas. Number 4, this is an extract from the Sultans, a swing solo by Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits. I just really like this riff because of the string bend. I like a little double step with a pinky there, little double bend. Then the 3 notes here. I just like the way this whole solo is put together, the little rake. But let's take it step by step. Again, if you need a copy of the PDF, don't hesitate to WhatsApp me. I'll happily supply it to you. Just inbox me or WhatsApp me. And assuming you've got the PDF open, we're looking at number 4. And it starts with a bend from fret 12. Here's fret 12, the double dot, 3rd finger, using fingers 1 and 2 for support. And it's a nice big bend, like that. And this note must sound like that note. So if you're not sure if you got your pitch right, play 14, go back to the 12, and make the 12 sound like the 14. Once you've got it, you keep it up there. Now watch my pinky. Comes in on number 13 on the 2nd string. And the trick is to have both those notes ringing at the same time. So it's, and you come back to the 3rd string like that. So it's, and notice a little hint of a 2nd bend there. You can see the bend happening just before the 12. And then from there, you still got this bend going, and you go pinky 13, 13 onto the bent 12, and then bring it back. So watch this over here, like that. So the whole thing super slow motion. And then a double 10 there. Now with the picking hand, I just want to focus in for a quick second. You'll notice I use a sort of a hybrid pick finger combination. Now the hybrid picking is basically a combination where I use my middle finger and my pick. So you can check this. I pick the 3rd string with the plectrum, and then the middle finger comes in like that. Of course I could use the pick for both, but I like the feel of, so you can see the combination of the fingers there. Now Knopfler is a finger player in the first place, so I'm sort of meeting him halfway with a little bit of a pick and a finger combination. So whatever method you use, I'm cool with that. It's more about getting the notes and the string bending. So we're actually more focusing over here. That was just to show you some alternative ways of playing it with your picking hand. Now we've got the first part down. We've got this nice and happy. Then you got, now before we get to 10, what I do is I play this string muted, muted, so it's muted 3rd and 2nd strings. This is called a rake, and I drag it down onto the 10, which sounds like that. So it's actually got this finger muting the strings, and then from there pinky comes down onto the 13. It crosses over. Now this is quite interesting. This sort of shape here, from here, is an unusual sort of pinky ring finger combination. It's a nice little finger twister. And you slide your ring up to number 14, which then puts your 1st finger in position for the 12 afterwards. And then, don't forget the little pause there. So and they go both together. Now, as we mentioned, all these little solo extracts, little excerpts from different songs, are to help give us ideas of what we can use for our own soloing. In other words, what did the famous guitar players use within their scales? Because every single solo comes from a scale. Okay, so every single tune, every single riff comes from the scale. This particular scale happens to be your D minor pentatonic largely, although there is a bit of a hint of diatonic as well, if I'm not mistaken. But for those that don't know the D minor pentatonic, you're going to have this fret 10. I'm sure you recognize this minor pentatonic scale. Notice my finger numbers. Now for those of you that know the scale, you can actually hear the notes in the scale. There's the 12. All part of the scale. all inside there. So it actually is quite interesting to see how different players like Knopfler actually take the basic scales, like in this particular case, the D minor pentatonic, and he uses string bends, hammer-ons, pull-offs to make it sound really cool. So I hope you got this one going. If you need the complete solo, drop me a WhatsApp. I actually do have the PDFs for all the songs that I'm demonstrating. So if you want them, go for it. But the purpose here, just to get some nice, cool riff ideas. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you at the next one, with going to be some Eric Clapton.